This is summer. This is from the supermarket. I'm trying to grow basil. Everything in my herb garden's doing really well, but the basil is just really taking its time. And it's not like it's not warm enough for basil, because I've got coriander and tomatillos and things like that growing out there that are doing just fine. So, why can't I get this open? Always, never does pasta open properly. Someone show me how to do it right and I will... Hey, you alright? Right, gonna make a nice summery, it's a lovely sunny day. It's a lovely sunny day. Gonna make a nice, light, fresh, summery pasta dish. Not a traditional pasta dish thing, it's just something I made up. Or maybe I robbed it off someone else and I forgot I robbed it off someone else, I don't know. But roasted cherry tomato and asparagus pasta. I like a bit of chilli in there. We're gonna dress it with some basil and parsley, some lemon. Bit of parmesan on top because it's pasta. Got to put parmesan on top. So, really simple this one. Got a baking tray. We're going to roast off some bits in the oven. I've already got the oven up high. It's on 200. We're going to go really nice and hard and fast. So this is just a little tray of cherry tomatoes. I actually think these are called something different because they're not cherry. I think they might be something else. But any of these little small bite-sized tomatoes in a baking tray. And then we're going to go in there as well with, I'm going to take the woody end bits off this asparagus. And we're just going to chunk these down to sort of bite-size chunks. They can go in there as well. And this chilli, I'm just going to de-seed. Not too spicy. You can leave out the chilli. You can put in really spicy chilies if you want. Completely up to you. But I'm just going to give that a quick, thin slice. Right, I'm going to chuck that in there as well. And last but not least, for the tray, a nice bunch of basil here. Quite a big one. We're going to take probably half of that. And we're just going to tear it up, chuck it straight in here, and leave the stalks out because the stalks are a bit too pungent. So kind of like on a margherita pizza, where you put the basil directly on the pizza when you put it in the oven, so it gets that sort of really floral roasted basil perfume sort of going for it. We'll save the other half. I'm going to chop that up with some parsley and we're going to scatter that through at the end just to freshen it all up, so we've got the fresh basil as well as the cooked, more sort of perfumed basil. So yeah, that's in there. We're going to get that with, we're going to, it's a bit chilly there. We're going to hit this with a decent big pinch of salt, decent crack of pepper, and a little louse. Decent coating of olive oil. Give it a mixy mix, tossy toss. And away she goes in the oven. Maybe about 15-20 minutes. It's hard to say. What you want to do is get a really, the asparagus should all be like starting to cook, should be fully cooked. But you should be starting to get like a little bit of char on there. All the tomatoes should like pop and start to blister a little bit. The basil and should have all wilted away. I don't think this needs garlic, but if you wanted to, you could chuck a few cloves of garlic in there, mince them up, or leave them whole, pull them out and mash them up later. Right, they've been in there for 10 minutes. Give them a butcher's, see what they're looking like. Yeah, lovely. Right, they ain't gonna take much longer. A little bit of a swizzle. Put them back in there. Right, now, water on the boil, salted water. I'm going to start cooking our pasta because that's not going to take too long. So, this is fusilli. Use any pasta you want. I think the smaller, like fusilli, penne conchigli, or conchigli, I don't know how it's pronounced, work better for this. They're smaller, they're bite size, they're easier to just eat and toss together with all of what we're cooking. So I'm probably cooking enough for 2 large portions. 2 decent sized portions, not overly large. So yeah, there we are. In there, boiling water, salted. Bring that back up to the boil. Right, while that is cooking and the stuff in the oven is roasting, I'm just gonna finish off some of these other herbs. So just gonna pick these basil leaves. We don't want the stalks. So nice big bunch of basil, and we're gonna also go in with a fair whack of parsley, just to give it all a bit of freshness and brighten it all up. You haven't got to be too fastidious about getting rid of the stalks. You just don't want anything like a tree trunk in there. I'm just gonna roll all that together. And in the words of Jamie Oliver, chunk our way through it. It can be chunky, it can be rustic. This isn't haute cuisine. That's pretty much that. We're gonna take a little cheek of lemon off as well in preparation. I might want a bit more than that actually. Let me take a wedge as well. Got a wedge and a cheek. So we'll leave them on one side and we're gonna give it a crack of parmesan. But yeah, pasta's gonna cook, and once the pasta's cooked, we're gonna toss it all together and we're gonna eat like kings. Okie dokie, the pasta is very almost done. It's just slightly al dente. Our veg, I suppose is the correct term, is nice and charred, blistered, looking good, if you ask me. Now what we're going to do is be careful we don't burn ourselves in our baking tray. Find it easiest to do this in a bowl. If you cook the pasta in a big saucepan, you can get away with doing it in there. But so drain the pasta. Don't need to save the pasta water for once. This isn't a saucy sort of dish that needs that. So drained pasta in the bowl, and then we're also going to go in the bowl with all of our roasted bad boys from in here. This again is not the right utensil for this. And we are also going to go in there with our parsley and fresh basil, and we're going to hit it with decent squeeze of lemon. Might want some more after that. Don't go nuts with it just yet. Give it another crack of fresh pepper. And a nice drizzle of some good quality extra virgin olive oil. And toss to combine. Get everything friendly in amongst it. Part of the gang. Now you can let this cool down and it works quite well as a cold pasta salad. But it's also just as nice, fresh, cooked, hot. Just as nice warm. So we're going to get ourselves a nice little bowl. And get ourselves a decent serving. And hit it with a whack of parmesan. Et voila! Oh, that's French, but whatever the Italians say for voila. Beautiful summer, fresh, roasted. Pasta dish. So you've got that sweet charred tomato, you've got the charred, almost meaty asparagus. You've got the 2 basils, you've got the fresh peppery basil with the floral perfumed roasted basil. Bit of cheese, bit of lemon, just tie it off. Parsley through there. This is summer. I'm going to pretty that bowl back up and take some photos for the thumbnail and the Instagram. But that took, 15 minutes maybe? 10 minutes at the vegetables in the oven. 8 minutes on top of that for the pasta to cook. So next to no time. No effort, chuck it all in a pan, roast it all off, toss it with some fresh basil and some nice cheese and some nice olive oil, and Bob's your auntie. Hope you're enjoying your summer. Hope you're having a good summer. Good food, good friends, get some nice wine in, cook that, lunch, dinner, It's fine. And like I said, leftovers, cold the next day as pasta salad, beautiful. Right, so I'm gonna love and leave yous. Be good, if you can't be good, be lucky. Like, comment and subscribe. The holy trifecta. Give me a follow on Instagram as well, because I post loads of crap on Instagram and some nice pretty photos, not only of food. I take photos of other things as well. And I'll see you next time. Bye.